Hello, Praise Chapel, and all of our friends and family. I don't know if you heard about what just happened in Venezuela. Wednesday night, about 5 o'clock, there were two devastating earthquakes back to back. And news is just beginning to come out about what's really going on. Over 40,000 people are missing right now. But the real news is that just a few days ago, we sent a worker into Venezuela. We have felt for some time, ever since President Trump took the dictator out of Venezuela, that it's an open opportunity for doing something for God in that country now after being closed so many years. So he went down there last week, 5 days ago, and had just gotten there. And he's there right now in the midst of all of this. He's been calling me a number of times today, telling me the devastation of what's going on. But here's an amazing story you must hear. When Arturo arrived at the airport, he didn't know anybody in the country at all. And then he got a taxi and a woman driver. And he began to talk to her and witnessing to her, and found out she was a backslider. And her dad is a pastor in the city. So she introduced Arturo to her dad, and then he introduced Arturo to a number of other pastors there. And I've talked to them on the telephone, and we've communicated. Wonderful guys, it seemed like, and telling him about the situation there. But when this earthquake came, she was out driving her taxi, but it was a holiday. Her husband and her son were home, and it was raining, so most people were inside, and that house, or that complex, high-rise, collapsed. So at this moment of time, while I'm talking to you, Arturo says, we don't know what happened to her husband and her son yet. They're all praying, they're all doing all the best they can to help. So I'm calling on Praise Chapel. I'm calling on our friends. Let's pray for Venezuela. This is God's time there in Venezuela. The opportunity is unbelievable when a country is open like this, and now this happens. But it's not an accident that Arturo is there right now in that country. You know, this is what happens when you are letting God lead you in world missions, because this is the heartbeat of God. And when we step into new countries, new territories, to see what we can do there, God always opens unbelievable doors. Like this taxi driver, of all the taxis, he gets this woman that her dad is a pastor. This is how God does. So we believe that this pastor and his family are a divine contact that God opened up the minute he got in that country. And that's why we're so interested in helping them and standing with them and those pastors all in that town that he met the other night. So pray with us. Join in prayer, please, with Praise Chapel. And as we step into doing all that we can, Arturo said there's no one there. There's no foreigners there. He's not seen one foreigner since he's been there this whole week. And there's no help yet. He's looking around. There's no help. There's no fire trucks. There's no heavy equipment. Nothing. People are just digging by their hands, trying to find help. So we're praying. We're believing God, inviting you to stand with us in prayer at this key time to see how we can help, and also what God is going to do right now in Venezuela. God bless.